And welcome back to yet another Starion engine build episode, where this should be the last video for as far as the engine goes. So we are getting closer and closer in reinstalling this back in and starting to wire up and everything. So Jericho's over there just looking for some random parts we've been looking for, like our speed sensor that we thought we threw away off the transmission, but he did manage to find it. So good job, Jericho. I can sleep now. Okay. And so today, before I forget, look at how the valve cover came out. It came out really nice, actually. That has that whole anodized look, and it definitely does go with our block now. So it's looking kind of SR20 4G63-ish, but it's a Mitsubishi anyway, right? So it should be okay. Anyway. So I think when people first open the hood, they're going to expect a 4G63, and then they're going to see that and be like, oh, yeah, it's what?
Honda?
What is that? So, but I am really glad with the final outcome of the valve cover. You can see it's very, very glossy. It's very, very shiny. Very cool. So what we plan to do tonight is, well, I'm going to take off the valve cover. We are going to adjust the valves on it. We are going to figure out where we're going to put our oil return for the oil pan. I did get the proper fitting for it, the -10, that will work. We'll be showing you what we're actually going to be doing with that. Reinstall the VTEC solenoid, put the EGR delete, install that, and start building our MazWorks exhaust manifold. So I am very excited, and Jericho's just kind of getting the grommet caps matching right there. So we decided to actually paint our blow-off valves matching color too. So I like that paint. What's that paint? It's by Duplicate Color. So it's actually metal cast anodized coating, and so cool, very nice. So let me look up the specs for the valves, and we'll be right back. All right, let me show you what I did so far. I went ahead and put all the sensors back in. I went ahead and secured the K-Tune EGR delete right here. It has a brand new Honda factory gasket. And what else did we put on here? Put the VTEC solenoid back on, along with the oil pressure switch, a new front main seal. And we put our crank positioning sensor back, our VVT solenoid back. Everything is resealed. Well, Jericho put that on last time. The NOx sensor's on. Okay, cool. Now, what we're gonna do is, the reason why I got the motor mount just sitting like that was I'm going to go ahead and put the oil return back to the oil pan. So this is what we're actually going to be doing, instead of welding it, because I kind of don't feel like welding anything to it. I know it could, it's not likely that it would warp, but I like to try a different way. What we're going to be using is actually a -10 bulkhead with some Teflon washers. We're going to be drilling a hole here and just pretty much securing it through and bolting it on, so that way maybe, if anything, if this would ever get damaged, highly unlikely that it would, but if it ever did get damaged, we can just replace this. We don't have to cut it off, cut the welded fitting on, and re-drill and do all the other ugly stuff. So this will make it look pretty clean. So let me find the drill bit that will accommodate this, and if it winds up sticking in there too far, we can always chop her down right there. But okay, let me look for the drill bit for this. All right, I went ahead and marked where I was gonna plant it at. I went ahead and drilled a pilot hole real quick, so I'm gonna go ahead and get my unit bit and just take it all the way. Almost done. Let's see if that'll do it. Almost. Probably go in there with the bigger one and clean it up. Let's see. Look at that. Perfect.
Wow.
See that? So we could put one Teflon washer under here. Put one on the other side, and get the retainer nut. Probably put a little bit of Honda Bond on here, just to keep it prevented from backing off. I'd rather use that than Loctite. So cool, perfect.
Sounds good.
Let's clean her on up and secure it. All right, now that I got everything all cleaned up just lightly, I didn't want to grind too much off and start to make like little divots in it. Same thing with this side. Okay, so now we got our -10 bulkhead right there. We're gonna go ahead and put the first Teflon washer on it. I guess you could probably use an O-ring too if you wanted, but we'll use this. That there, our other Teflon O-ring there, and then I said I was gonna put some Honda Bond, and where's that? Okay, there's the damn Honda Bond.
We're not gonna chop it.
Oh, no, we don't have to, because the oil plant clears everything, so it'll be kind of like a baffle for it. We'll call it a baffle, so the oil doesn't seep into it or whatever. So there we go. Honda Bond. Honda Bond. Probably didn't need that much. It's okay. Okay, I'll go ahead and tighten that up right now. But there we go. Look at that.
Wow.
That came out all right.
That looks clean.
Yeah. So it should be okay. It should seal pretty good. So, and if not, it's an easy fix, more or less an easy fix. Cool. Good job. Let's continue on. All right, guys. As you can see, I have the oil pan installed, and I already went ahead and pretty much adjusted all the valves. I'm actually on my last one right now. On the exhaust side, we decided to go with what is that? 12 thousandths of an inch on the exhaust side, and on the intake side,
9,000.
we went to 9 thousandths of an inch. So that's what we're gonna be running. So it's just pretty much in the middle of the specs that they're calling for. So you can see we're looking pretty good right here. I just gotta lock her down, which I think I already did.
Just gotta make sure I get my 300 horsepower.
That's right, all three. That's good. Rad. Perfect. Thank you, Philly Gage. Cool, man. And then you already got the, where's that?
The what?
In here? The valve cover. You
Oh,
already put
yeah.
the new grommets inside, the spark plug seals.
Yep. Let me show you real quick. Oh.
The nice blue colored.
Ah. Hate that blue. But it gives it that off the wall touch.
But guess what?
What is this? I didn't even see that.
What's that? What?
It was on.
Yeah, put it on.
It's been on?
It's been on
Wow.
since earlier.
It looks beautiful.
Since earlier. Hey, guess what? We got our 300 subscribers.
Ooh.
Oh.
You know what that
Blowing
means.
up in the world.
You know what that means.
Mystery car Tron.
Mystery cars coming out next next video?
Next video. Make a quick video.
Yeah. Someone's excited. Look.
I am.
Yeah.
About time.
Thank
So-
you for all the 300 subs. It took a while, but appreciate it.
Yep. Little
And
people. We're the little people.
yes,
So what we're going to go ahead and do is apply a little bit of Honda Bond right here before we lay that valve cover down. A little bit right here. A little over here. Not too much. A little bit right here. The timing cover side.
oh, because that's the cracks, right?
Yeah, so I don't want to sneak underneath the seal. So, cool, man. Let me just double check the tightness on those jam nuts. Looking good, man. Looking good.
Man, look at that.
Make sure.
I love it. What? Manifold's getting mocked up.
Yes, sir. Let's see what we do about that right now after we put everything on.
Wow. Look at that. It's like factory now.
Factory.
2 drain plugs.
Alright, we're good. One.
So you start off right here, and if it doesn't drain fully, you go to the bottom.
Right.
So you get all the oil out. So that's how you do the oil change on this motor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is that? Oh, the baby.
The valve cover. Can't drop it this time.
Oh, you dropped the last one? Oh, you did, huh? I almost forgot about that.
Dropped it.
Dropped it like it was hot. Look at that. Crown that. Crown it. Look at that.
It's not going in.
You got it because of the grommets.
Ooh, wow.
Sat down nice. Cool.
Oh wow, it's nice.
It does. Very nice. Oh man, it's coming together. Yeah. Cool. And then you got your little grommet thingies.
Wow.
That looks better.
It matches.
Cool. All right. Cool. Well, let's put a coating of paint on them nuts, and let's go ahead and secure them. All right. We're just gonna go ahead and end it here for now. We did run out of time. The night crept up pretty quick once again. So let me just run you through again what we all got done. Okay, we adjusted the valves. We did the oil return on the oil pan. Oil pan is installed. Valve cover is installed and looking awesome. Jericho shaved off the Honda part, which looks pretty cool. Gonna see if we get a little bit of a peel right here, but we can see if we could do something about that later. All sensors are in. We just have this sitting here just to mock up our water bypass. EGR delete is installed. Knock sensor. We got our thermostat housing, and it will be pointing out like this, so that way this part can go straight to the lower part of the radiator. That was already dash 16. Awesome. We still need to get locate the water pump gasket. The gasket. I don't think it's on there. No, it's missing.
Oh well.
So, yeah, okay. Got the crank pulley torqued on already. So look at that. Put the bushing inside right here for the dipstick. So, a little dirty already. We got a factory Honda oil cap that's kind of throwing it all off right now, but it's all right. We already tightened down our dash 10 breather. So got to get another one for here. We might actually have that one in here. This to a dash 10. I have to look. Possible. But, also our MazWorks. We did already make the first few cuts on the pipes. And it's a little bit more difficult than I was hoping. But it's okay. It just takes patience. Like everything. And this stuff is super thick. So what we're pretty much using is our chop saw and so the Sawzall and sanding it down too. This is probably more recommended for a bandsaw, which we do not have yet. So yeah, so you can see we already made the cut for here. It's already lining up pretty good. I just got to bevel it a little bit more, but cool, lined up really well. So I'm going to use the measurements that I got from there and just transfer them onto these ones and see if I can pretty much duplicate it and make it a lot faster, because this one took forever to do just these two cuts. I wish they would just send them ready to weld, but you know, I guess nothing's that easy. So, and it was pretty cheap too. It was like 100 and what? 150 bucks. So good quality, good material. Jericho was also grinding down the intercooler piping.
And the engine on.
Where do you put it? Engine? Oh, on the cherry picker. So you can see it pretty much looks like one piece now. He just did that coat right there, the anti-rust Rust-Oleum, and then we're gonna go ahead and wrinkle coat that. Wrinkle coat it black, for sure. Wrinkle coat, okay, not anodize. Nothing else. Just we'll go ahead and wrinkle coat that because we said we would. That way you won't see like the little imperfections like right here from the welding and stuff like that. But no, he did a really good job at that, and you can almost not tell that it is 3 pieces. So very, very cool. Our blow-off valves, we're starting to anodize them from blue to match the valve cover, red. Blue to red. Okay, well, just for now, I'm just gonna end it here, and we'll pick up again on this video when when we feel like it, as soon as possible. And we did hit the 300 subscribers, so be on the lookout for the mystery car reveal, our next project. So, all right, well, like I said, this is not goodbye yet, and we will see you in a bit. All right, and now we are back. Today we are going to truly finish up the motor. Right now I actually already have the pipes cut and mocked up right now on the Mazwork header here. And then what we decided to do, instead of it just being kind of plain and flat like that, we are actually going to be angling it outward slightly, be a few inches, so we can finally actually get that turbo to kind of angle out the way we originally wanted it to. So, and in the meanwhile, Jericho is on the side of the house working on the engine bay. He's going to finally do the brake line for that delete that we never finished, for the ABS delete.
And then get rid of the evap hose.
And get rid of that evap hose as well, because we want to see this engine in the engine bay tonight, for sure. Yeah. So hopefully I can get this done quickly. So I do apologize for any just like quick cuts. You know, we're not really trying to show how to, once again, that because we are extremely behind schedule, and we need to get this thing done. So I'll just chime in once in a while and show you where we're at that point. Another thing too, I can't remember if we mentioned it, but are having trouble fitting our water bypass right here. It looks like the flange on this sticks out a little bit too far, so we have to kind of modify it a little bit to get that thing on. So yeah, so that's where we're at, just back up to date. Once again, now the oil pan, all the sensors, everything are all attached already. Everything's already torqued down. So let's get this done, man. Yeah. No more talking. Let's do it. All right, guys. We finally have our manifold pretty much welded up. We have our mocked up position of the turbo, where we're going to plant it, and once and for all, I love it. I love the position of it. It should have more than enough clearance on it. I mean, before I make it final, we're gonna make sure we install the engine in first before I go ahead and cut open the access for the flange on the turbo manifold while it's inside, because I want to just be 100%. I don't want to like it too much, get attached to it. We put it inside the car, and then this part's hitting the strut tower or something. Even though I really don't think it will. But this is actually the how the engine sits inside the motor at that slant. So it looks pretty excessive when it's on an engine stand, but it looks just right in the engine bay. So look at that. Finally. Yeah. Finally. You love it?
Love it.
I love it. It looks mean. It looks like it's fully built, but all it has is a red valve cover.
It is fully built.
It's fully built by hand. That's right. Fully built by hand. Cool. So, did you already do the delete on the A? Done?
Yeah.
You get rid of that hose too? That other tube?
Yep. Gone.
All right, cool. So technically,
we just gotta put it on. We
gotta put this in, right? Let's find the mounts, bolt them up, and get that ready. All right, guys, we're gonna be heading out to the hardware store. We're gonna to go pick up the all matching bolts for our motor mount. We're actually gonna end the video here due to running out of time once again. So it's getting a little late. I did making that manifold pretty much sucked up mostly all the time. So yeah, we're gonna leave it here, and we're gonna be picking up again very soon with installing this beautiful engine into that awesome car. So once again, like, subscribe, leave any comment you have below, or let that hate flow. Look at that. Look at that. You hear that? They're calling you out already. Calling you out already.
Oh, Lord. Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching. Thanks for bearing with us right now. Like once again, we are really behind in everything that we have going right now. Work is crazy. Our personal lives are crazy. So yeah, really crazy. So yeah. So just bear with us. We'll be back again soon to install this guy and really get the ball rolling again. Later.